guys, welcome back to another episode of Game of Thrones. Today we'll be watching episode 4 of season 2, Garden of Bones. Not sure what this means. I have high expectations that it will have some significance, the title, but other than the fact that literally it means like a garden filled with bones, I have no idea what the title could imply with where the story is going. But regardless, I am so excited. I am actually watching this episode just after my vacation. So the first 3 episodes that were uploaded was before my trip. So I have caught up, at least in terms of facts, where we are. And I am super excited to continue on from episode 3, What is Dead May Never Die. And well, let's find out where we go with this story, because in the previous episode we saw Yoren was killed and he did tell Gendry and Arya to head straight north, so on their way to Castle Black, and then find they will basically be rescued. So let's see whether they do make it to the north, because now that in that last moment Arya used that very moment to her advantage, where that boy was killed because there was a helmet, the bull's helmet, that was made by Gendry, and she used that saying that you want Gendry, you got him, and that was so good. But at the same time, because they have been captured, I have high hopes that they will be, I don't think that they can escape from King's Landing, although I'm not sure if they're heading directly to King's Landing or they're going to Casterly Rock, because I don't know if they mentioned that or I may have missed it, but wherever they are, they're going definitely further south. So we have to find a way to see whether they can, escape and get back on the road back north. But yeah, I'm not sure where this is going to go. And then from there we have our darling King in the North still holding Jaime captive. And then with regards to Tyrion, his like freaking amazing trick of telling 3 different facts to 3 people to see who would snitch back to the queen. I think that's by far my favorite, with the way he played the people, and it's just proves to show like why I love Tyrion the most. And we also were introduced to Marjorie Tyrell, who is the Tyrell family, basically from Highgarden. Her brother is Loras, who is you could say it's a 3 mixture happening, like a triangle. So I don't know what's going on, but something's happening. And then the tall lady, Brienne of Tarth. Wow, I genuinely, she spoke only 6-7 lines maybe in that episode, and I already love her. So that's just fantastic introduction to her character, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing how she is part of the Kingsguard of Renly's side. And yeah, Ciri, if you start talking, I swear, go away. Good. And then yeah, I think I you know what, I have to get back again to the Game of Thrones. It's like 3 weeks since I've not watched it, so let me go back into it and then everything will come back to me. But I'm very excited, that's all I know. And let's find out what this title means, because I always appreciate a lot of thought that goes into title making, so I want to know what it means very much. I hope it's not literally a Garden of Bones, but if it is, we'll find out why. So let's not wait any further, let's get right to it.
Paul's got a bit of mountain. He's the biggest. He's the strongest.
Bulls are bigger than lions. Doesn't mean I'd pick a bull in a fight.
Well, if the bull had fangs and claws, I would. Right. The mountain. Our man Jaime.
Loras Tyrell. He's prettier than the Queen.
I don't care about pretty. He's better with a sword than any of them.
How good could he be? He's been stabbing Renly Baratheon for years and Renly ain't dead.
Wow, so it's like a public knowledge?
Oh, you're a royal prick.
Did you see your face? I swear you pissed yourself. Brothers!
Oh, yeah!
Five Lannisters dead for every one of ours.
They're dead, like everything they got.
We've nowhere to keep all these prisoners. Barely enough food to feed our own.
We're not executing
Oh, wait, did you say Bolton?
Of course, Your Grace. In my family, we say a naked man has few secrets. A flayed man, none.
My father outlawed flaying in the north.
We're not in the north.
I'm not torturing.
If you don't, it will be infectious and it will spread through your bloodstream.
Doesn't even hurt.
The rot will spread. If we don't take the foot now,
No, you can't. 5 tonics. It's better than biting your own tongue, believe me.
Oh my god! Oh, he's fallen in love. Oh, hey, you have to marry one of that freaking Walter's daughters. Don't get her. Don't start with this love story.
Lannister, that boy lost his foot on your orders.
They killed my father.
That boy did.
The family he fights for.
Do you think he's friends with King Joffrey? He's a fisherman's son that grew up near Lannister.
I have no desire to sit in the Iron Throne.
So who will?
I don't know.
You're fighting to overthrow a king, and yet you have no plan for what comes after.
First, we have to win the war. You never told me where you're from.
Volantis.
Volantis, you're far from home. The boy was lucky you were here.
He was unlucky that you were.
Oh, the fool has fallen in love.
What my traitor brother has done, I had no part. You know that. I beg you, please.
Tell her of this outrage.
Using some vile sorcery, your brother fell on Stafford Lannister with an army of wolves.
My lady's overdressed.
Oh my god, I can't.
Unburden her.
Oh shit.
What kind of knight beats a helpless girl?
The kind who serves his king imp.
Careful now. We don't want to get blood all over your pretty white cloak.
Good one, Bron.
Something to cover herself with. She's to be your queen.
The Mad King did as he liked. Has your Uncle Jamie ever told you what happened to him?
No one threatens his grace in the presence of the king's guard.
What?
I'm not threatening the king, sir. I am educating my nephew. The next time Sir Meryn speaks, kill him. That was a threat. See the difference?
Tell him, Tyrion! Oh, this boy,
Do you want an end to this engagement?
yes!
I am loyal to King Joffrey, my one true love.
Lady Stark. You may survive us yet.
But shit, her willpower is like
The little king's
off the
backed
roof.
up. You think dipping his wick will cure what else? There's no cure for being a cunt.
Good
But
one.
the boy's at that age. And he's got nothing to do all day but pick wings off flies. Couldn't hurt to get some of the poison out.
Your Grace. Happy name day, Your Grace.
My name day is past.
We won't tell if you won't.
No. My uncle sent you.
Yes, Your Grace. He chooses himself.
Use this. I said, honor. He'd want me to get his money's worth.
Rose, was this worth leaving the North for? Oh my god, this guy is not right in the head.
You will bring her to his chambers when you're finished and show him what you've done. Or the same thing will happen to you.
Tell me,
Tyrion,
was my
specific.
brother's body even cold before you secured your nearest patron?
I'm a practical man, just not a loyal one.
Say it!
Too. your brother's corpse.
I don't like you, Lord Baelish.
Thank you. Speaks for me as
I don't
well.
like your face.
Okay.
I don't like
it's
the
not
words
that
that come oozing out of your mouth.
It's a nice
I
face,
don't want
it's
you
not
in my
bad.
tent 1 minute more than necessary. Why are you here? You know I'm marching on King's Landing. When I take the throne, you hope to retain your position. And your head.
While that saddens me greatly, I did not come here today seeking your affection. When you march on King's Landing, you may find yourself facing a protracted siege, or
Oh.
open gates.
And the moment I learn which tent is mine, we're on the move again.
Your tent, not our tent. The king snores, perhaps, or simply prefers solitude. I did notice your brother entering his grace's tent just now.
The place of the king's guard is by the king's side.
The night of your wedding. Who was by the king's side then?
You seem quite interested in our marriage.
Exactly.
Marriage is quite interesting.
You've never married, have you?
I've been unlucky in my affections. Sadly.
That is sad. Though perhaps it's for the best. The whole notion of marriage seems to confuse you. So allow me to explain.
Oh, the other cock.
Only that the desert around their walls is called the Garden of Bones.
Desert.
Every time the Carthians shut their gates on a traveler, the garden grows.
What?
What kind of fire melts stone?
What?
Dragonfire.
There's dragons here. No, all the dragons are dead. What's that smell?
Dead people. He's dead. He was my son.
They take someone every day.
I'm gonna be
Does
sick.
anyone live?
You're kidding. Is this like the torture house that they brought them to?
Timothy. Hidden pain. The Hound. Jeffrey. Smith. Hidden pain. The Hound.
Arya keeps reciting names.
I trusted you. My husband trusted you. And you repaid our faith with treachery.
No, my lady.
Get out!
Cat,
Oh, don't you dare.
I've loved you since I was a boy. It seems to me that fate has given us this chance to...
You lost your mind. Get out!
Fate has given you the chance. You think she will go with you now that Ned's dead?
Sansa, more beautiful than ever.
Yes.
And Arya,
You have Arya too?
both girls are healthy and safe.
Oh my god, he's a liar! Both girls healthy and safe. My ass.
The Lannisters will trade your daughters for the Kingslayer.
Of course they will. Jaime Lannister for 2 girls. Rob will never agree to those terms.
I'm not bringing these terms to him.
You think I keep secrets from my son?
Rob has surprised them all with his skills in battle, but he's not a mother. Consider it, Cat. You may not get another chance.
No, don't tell me that's Ned. Ned's stuff.
Your husband was an honorable man.
Don't get me
He should
started.
rest beside his family in the crypts beneath Winterfell.
What are you doing?
He told me he stares at him every day. That's why he doesn't get picked.
Move, boy! Move!
Honestly. Next
Where is the
level.
Brotherhood?
I don't know, please.
Where is the
I
Brotherhood?
don't know.
Oh no, my
Who?
I never saw.
Who?
I never saw. Please. Please stop. Please. Started to.
Who?
I didn't see anyone helping. Please stop. Please stop. No. No. Don't do everything. No. No. truly be you?
Who else might it be?
When I saw your standard, I couldn't be sure. Whose banner is that?
My own.
Suppose if we use the same one, the battle will be terribly confusing.
The king has taken for his sigil the fiery heart of the Lord of Light.
Ah. Must be this fire priestess we hear so much about. Brother, now I understand why you found religion in your old age.
He's the Lord's chosen. Born amidst salt and smoke.
Born amidst salt and smoke. Is he a ham?
Let's try something.
Listen to yourselves.
The Iron Throne is mine, by right. All those that deny that are my foes.
The whole realm denies it from dawn to the wall. Old men deny it with their death rattle, and unborn children deny it in their mother's wombs.
For the sake of the mother who bore us, I will give you this one night to reconsider. Strike your banners, come to me before dawn, and I will grant you your old seat in the council.
Can you see all those banners?
You think a few bolts of cloth will make you king?
No. Holding those bolts of cloth will make me king.
Look to your sins, Lord Renly. The night is dark and full of terrors.
Girl, honestly.
If you heard a Dothraki horde was approaching your city, you might do the same, Khaleesi.
Cold. Well, I think one Dothraki member will. Yo, we've reached Uncharted City, babes. Desert.
My name is Daenerys.
Stormborn of the House Targaryen.
You know
Thanks.
me, my lord?
Only by reputation, Khaleesi. And I'm no lord, merely a humble merchant. The 13, charged with the governance and protection of Karth, the greatest city that ever was or will be.
On a desert.
The beauty of Qarth is legendary.
Karth.
Wow.
Might we see the dragons?
Oh, of course they are interested in the freaking dragon.
Once I see my people fed, I would be honored.
Forgive me, Mother of Dragons, but no man alive has seen a living dragon.
Where I come from, guests are treated with respect, not insulted at the gates.
Then perhaps you should return to where you come from. We wish you well.
If you do not let us in, all of us will die.
Which we shall deeply regret. But Karth did not become the greatest city that ever was or will be by letting Dothraki savages through its gates.
Oh, wow. 13.
When my dragons are grown, we will take back what was stolen from me and destroy those who have wronged me. We will lay waste to armies and burn cities to the ground.
Girl! But calm down.
A true Targaryen.
Retreating in fear from a little girl is unbecoming of the greatest city that ever was or will be.
The discussion is over, Zara Zoan Doxos.
What the
13
frick?
have spoken.
Do you expect her to watch her people starve without breathing fire?
Okay,
I
you
believe
get
we
it.
can allow a few Dothraki through our gates without dooming our city. After all, here I am. I invoke Sumai.
What?
I will vouch for her, her people, and her dragons in accordance with the law.
Why is he helping us? Like, exactly? I'm sure he has a motive. Holy shit! Karth looks shit on the outside, but on the inside, yo, it is looking beaut. Oh my god.
Is there gold or silver in the village?
Not from the village.
Where is the Brotherhood?
Don't know what that is.
Of course. What lovely timing you have.
Why are these prisoners not in their cells? Cells are overflowing, my lord.
This lot won't be here long. Don't need no permanent place. After we interrogate them, we usually just kneel. Or I'll carve your lungs out, boy.
He'll do no such thing. This one's a girl. You idiot. Dressed as a boy. Why?
Safer to travel, my lord.
Smart.
I am here at her grace's behest, not to drink with you.
Lancel, you've become a little too loud there.
Pycelle, I would have thought she'd come herself. Instead, she sends you. What am I to make of that?
I don't care what you make of it.
Cersei must have great trust in you,
Please burn
allowing you
it.
into her chamber during the hour of the wolf.
Oh!
Did Did Cersei have you knighted before or after she took you into her bed? Nothing to say? No more warnings for me, sir?
You will withdraw these filthy accusations.
Have you ever given any thought to what King Joffrey will have to say when he finds out you've been bedding his mother?
Lord Tywin, when I was named the king's squire, he told me to obey her in everything.
Did he tell you to fuck her too?
I only meant I did as I was bid.
Hated every moment of it. Is that what you'll have me believe? My father told you to obey my sister. Obey her. Stay close to her side. Keep her trust. Pleasure her whenever she requires. No one ever need know, as long as you keep faith with me. Smile, cousin. My sister is a beautiful woman, and it's all for the good of the realm. Go back and tell her that I beg her forgiveness, that I want no more conflict between us, and that henceforth I shall do nothing without her consent.
Do your knuckle bones bring you luck?
What?
Well, life's been good since you hacked them off, Your Grace. And as for all those fingernails to clean.
Fewer.
Pardon? Reminds me of your justice. It was an honest punishment, and you were good with the cleaver.
You were a hero and a smuggler.
A good act does not wash out the bad, nor a bad the good.
What am I bringing ashore?
The Red Woman. No one must know what you do, and will not speak of this again.
I am true to Your Grace, and always will be. But surely there are other ways, cleaner ways.
Wait, I didn't get it. What?
Are you afraid, Onion Knight?
Onion Knight?
Someone once told me the night is dark and full of terrors.
You carried more unpleasant cargo in your time. A man is good or he is evil.
Which are you?
Oh, good.
Wow.
I'm a knight myself, of sorts. A champion of light and life.
Yeah, sure.
You want it.
What?
You want to see what's beneath this robe. And you will. The children of fire.
What do you
And the
mean?
brighter the flame, the darker they are.
These weren't here before. They barred the passage.
They can't bar our passage.
What you doing? What the frick?
There's only one God, Sir Davos. And he only protects those who serve him.
What is happening? Oh, get out of here. What is that? I can't even begin to understand what was happening. So many questions, no answers, and I know I'll not be getting them anytime soon, so why bother? What was that? Did she just give birth to air? Black ghost air? What is that? What is that? What is that? It growled. It's like that. All this reminds me of is the freaking black smoke from Lost. Like the monster from Lost. That's it. That's all that reminds me of. What is that? What is... How is she pregnant? She literally had sex the previous episode with Stannis and now she's giving birth. You have to excuse me for really not understanding what's going on, because this makes absolutely no sense. She gave birth and she was talking about something about the shadow. So did she give birth to a shadow? Like, what else can it be? In terminology wise, to me it's a shadow. Shadow of what? It's like another shadow from Princess and the Frog. The one that follows everything. The evil shadow. And Stannis knew about this? Did Stannis know she was going to give birth to a shadow? Yeah, welcome my son and shadow. God. I have no idea what's going on with that, so I'm gonna wait till the next episode. But everything else, yeah, insane. Well, with firstly Tyrion Lannister really gearing me up at least for an epic way where he can control the small council as Hand of the King, and he's proven to be the best one yet. And he's doing such a phenomenal job, and I'm very excited to see where this is going, because now that Lancel will report back to Tyrion on what and all has been happening with Cersei, or what will happen, whom she talks to, and all of that. I'm very excited with that. Then the entire Arya scene, she says a list of names: Joffrey, Cersei, Ilyn Payne, Hound, the Mountain. So Ilyn Payne is the executioner, so the one who killed her father. Hound, Mountain. I don't know what she wants to do with these people, but she keeps repeating their names, and I feel the way she's become, she's like very much accepted what's happening, and she's just not I can't say surviving. She is definitely surviving, but in the fact that she is keeping her low profile and just examining the surroundings more and just seeing what happens, because we see that she sees all of the way people are being tortured, right? At first Yoren tried to shield her away from her father's death, and then after that, in the next episode, you could see that, you know, she saw everyone on that Baylor, where she saw Sansa, Cersei, she saw her beheaded father's body and all of that. So she was able to see that, and I think ever since that moment, and she making her first kill of that boy, and of course seeing Yoren dying and all the other people being killed when they were heading to Castle Black, I think she's like sort of geared up that, or she's, you could say maybe not desensitized, but just in like that's her reality right now. So I've more than anything, I feel like she's really examining the situation, and she's trying to play it cool, and it's like keep your enemies closer sort of look that she has. She's like, I'll remember what happened here sort of thing. But yeah, that's what I got from her, and she's doing a marvelous job in whatever she's trying to examine. But when she goes to sleep, of course she can't sleep. We had that talk with Yoren, and how can she sleep? And now that she's seeing that constantly and being in a cell where she sees live version, she cannot sleep. And I don't think she will ever sleep properly anymore. So I don't know what will make her sleep. Not peacefully, but will at least make her close her eyes without having to worry about her surroundings. And I don't think she'll have that for a long time, which is very sad. But yeah, so now in the map, in the introduction, we saw Harrenhal and Qarth. I'm assuming that's Harrenhal, right? Not sure. But we saw Qarth, and Qarth, holy god, is protected by the 13, and it was 3 days east from where they were, Khaleesi's full little mini army that she has. And Qarth, what Jorah said is it's a desert around, wait, I can't even understand my own handwriting. Desert around wall around wall garden of bones. If shut out traveler garden grows. See, I don't even understand what I've written. I'm just like trying to listen and write down so I remember. I think what I may have understood from here is that if the entire area of Kath, the location is where there were like garden of bones, but if they shut out a traveler, they say that the garden grows, which means that, or if they, yeah, I think they said if they shut out a traveler, which means that it's like protecting their people. Yeah, I'm not sure, because I think Kath, if they are calling Kath as the greatest city to ever exist, it's for them to choose who to bring in and whether that would affect the garden. And if there are 13 people specifically at the gate trying to see whether you are, you know, welcome at Kath, I think that's what it means. But we found out who these 13 are. We at least found out one person's name, Zaro Zawon Daxos, and he invoked the Sumai, where he said that he could vouch for the travelers that are coming in even without knowing them, and for that he had to cut his hand, not let me like slit, what do you call this? Cut his hand on it, right? Yeah. And show it to the 13, I mean the 12 as a proof that he, and if anything happens to Kath, it's on him. Maybe he will face like execution if the travelers destroy or attack Kath, essentially. I think that's what it is. Then the entire Joffrey ridiculousness, don't get me started. I don't understand what that was. Like, he is, I think he's really a crackhead. Like, that we could see that they've made his character really like, you know, words are escaping, very unlikable. He's not a really, like, you can't even sit through this guy's talk, because he's just, that's how they are like creating the dialogues, and for the fact that the actor is doing the role of Joffrey so well that you want to give him that commendation by going through his scene and saying that, man, you made us hate your character so well. So like, I want to do justice by watching what he does. So it's like I can't even like look away, because then it's like, man, I'm missing out phenomenal performance by the actor. So but the unfortunate sacrifice that I have to go through is watching his performance as Joffrey. So it's like 2 and 2. So he's become more sadistic than the first season, and I think becoming king has made him lose his mind in whatever way he thinks is fit. And I'm not sure what will exactly get him to be a bit more sane, but definitely death and torture, it sort of gets him on. He really enjoys watching people being tortured, watching people being executed. And yeah, I mean, we saw that from the time when he became king, not just for the fact that he killed Ned Stark, or he not killed, please, he sentenced Ned Stark to death, but also when he killed that bard's, not killed, like he removed that bard's tongue. Like, from then on we saw what a kind of character he is, and the way he treated Sansa was, yeah, Tyrion rightfully said, Lady Stark, you may survive us yet. Like, her tolerance level for everything is just beyond measure. Like, I cannot Like she, I feel, is growing into this powerful character. And again, she's, to me, I feel like it's not that she has no choice, but the fact that she's trying to, I think she's trying to grow herself, but unfortunately it's under these circumstances. I feel like she will learn to be a better person, unfortunately, being with people like this around her. She will grow up and she will make better decisions, and she will just, it's like how they say, no, like you have to make a mistake for you to learn in the future. So this is the unfortunate mistake for her, and she will learn all of this, and she will, I am not sure how, but I feel like she's definitely she will survive whatever is happening to her. She that's what I really like, that Tyrion statement, like, you may survive us yet. So I believe that very truly, because her, as I said, her tolerance level is like beyond measure. It's really high for her to endure this. And even though she's, of course, like a girl and Starks are traitors, yada yada yada, whatever, for her to, you know, fight with her inner thoughts and, you know, try and do as everything that, you know, Cersei says or Joffrey says, you have to be really like patient. And I'm sure she doesn't have any plans to like leave on her own. She will definitely, I feel like she needs support because she's still that young girl. But I feel like she putting on that brave face by the end of it, half remove her dress removed, you know, that tells a statement. It's like going up against the people who are abusing you and saying that, you know, I am loyal to them. And they are, to me, she's like a survivor. She will survive this. So like the terminology survivor is a very strong suit for her, and it makes me respect her even more than I do. And I believe that she will get out of this situation, and she will lead a little bit of a better life apart from Joffrey and Cersei and the Lannisters, essentially. Which is why I really like the fact that Tyrion is so kind to her, because he empathizes, he understands his family, and he, at the same time, he's also trying to open out his heart and hand to Sansa, who's vulnerable, and he knows what his family is, because he's also been through abuse on another level for being called a bastard all his life, for killing his mother because she gave birth to him, all of that, being a dwarf, all of that. So it's just a matter of like trying to wear it with pride, which he said to Jon Snow, and him nurturing that used to Sansa because she's going through it in her own way. I just like the fact that at least in this entire you know, ridiculous area of King's Landing, at least Tyrion is there, Tyrion and Bronn. So yeah, it's just like what a performance, man, by the actor of Joffrey, hands down. Really, I have to say this, it's amazing, phenomenal, because I can imagine the amount of hate that the actor would have received for his, like, basically his job of playing a character. So to hear, like, to see this actor, I have to learn their names, because they really deserve recognition for their role, which I'm sure they would have. But, you know, now that I'm watching it, it's just, I'm really impressed. But then we saw in the start, we saw the introduction of one of the Boltons, one of the ones that is fighting for the North. but I don't know which Bolton that is. I didn't catch his first name. So, well, he said that a naked man has few secrets, but a flayed man has none. Okay, I guess, like, fine. Then what else? Then we met this girl who looks to be the nurse called Talissa. I'm a bit worried with Robb because he is looking to, at least to me, it seems like he's already fallen in love while she was cutting off someone else's foot, which is very unfortunate circumstance to, if at all they get together to tell to the kids. How I Met Your Mother, yeah, while she was cutting off a guy's leg, she was so hot. Like, I mean, come on, what the circumstances, but she's from Volantis. My only concern is because he was to marry one of the daughters of Walder Frey. I don't know, because he granted passage for Robb Stark's army to get through and all of that. And we know that Walder Frey is really, like, ridiculous. So I'm not sure exactly if he will, you know, it's like 2 and 2 together. Like, to me, he's fallen in love with her, but then you have something else left. Like, I guess if, like, you know, because it's those times, he can marry that Walder Frey girl and have an affair with this girl. So I don't know. That can happen. Then the Renly and Stannis scene, we now know that Stannis' sigil is a fire, a stag on fire, because he's accepted the Lord of Life, whatever. And I really like what Renly said, a man without friends is a man without power. That's really strong. And yeah, well, Stannis seems to have a little trouble with that regard. Like, no one would accept him as the king, even though he is the rightful king, as Ned said, because, yeah, see what's happening. But yeah, then Arya is now the cupbearer to Tywin, and he immediately figured out that she is a she, and but he doesn't seem to recognize her, because otherwise she would. I mean, he would. Smart, safer to travel. Yeah. Cupbearer, Arya Stark, Tywin Lannister. Ooh, I don't know. Let's see where this goes. I hope she doesn't get made with her undercover haircut that she has. But yeah, let's find out. Other than that, Garden of Bones, I seriously, this was one heck of an episode. And yeah, the torture scene of those 2 girls with Joffrey, that's what had me on edge. And the ending, what? Like, I still don't understand that. So she gave birth to a shadow, a spirit. That's it, that's the word, spirit, right? A black spirit, a devil. Did she give birth to a devil? Is that a thing in this fiction? Devil? I don't know. Anyhow, let me find out. I will see you guys in episode 5. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Please don't forget to wear a mask and stay safe for your friends and family. See you in the next one. Bye!